Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now in this video, I'm going to explain you all in a very easy form, in a very simple form, that how to use that copy check feature which is now updated because it was most demanding and the teacher demand was there. Means sometimes the teacher checks the copies for a single chapter on multiple days. Okay, and to get a record of it means those students who are submitting the copies, so they are submitting on time or not, they are submitting late or they are not submitting at all. So all these things now we get in the copy check feature. So this video will be made, means it will be having two parts. First, I will discuss how to update those records, the chapters means copies which are already checked, And second part will be, means after that I will discuss that means those chapters which we are teaching, which you are going to teach. So in future, how to use that particular feature. Okay, so I will start with the video. So let us move to the screen now. So as you can see here, I've taken my 9th A class as an example. And as you can see here, means 2 chapters are checked, but few students, they have not submitted the copies. Okay, so how we will do that? Let us see that. So first, you will go on the chapters and you select your class. For example, 9th A. Okay, I've selected. Now what is you are going to see that now you will see a copy feature again. See here, the copy feature. Okay, when you will click on it, what are you going to see? A box. This box will be containing the date. Okay, means on 30th of March I checked chapter 1, then I will select it. Remember, this I'm telling right now for those chapters which are already checked. Okay, now here it is marked as final date because this chapter was already checked. Now update has come, so there is no need to check this. Okay, but yeah, means you have to mark it as a final date. Sorry, you have to mark it as a final date. Okay, means 30th March because this chapter was already checked, so I will mark it as a final date. Okay, after that, what you will do, see this, like Afira Conan, she submitted for chapter 1. Okay, so what I will do, I will click on this button. See this. Now it will show check. Now second, as you can see, Afifa Khan, she has not submitted at all. So Afifa Khan's copy means that button I will not check. Okay, then what's going to happen for then Akiza Alvi is there, then I will not mark her checked. Now we have Alishba Tariq and she has submitted, so I will mark it check. So in this way, what you are going to do when you will do all these things, so below, because see this, you go below and you will get an option. Yeah, just click on this button, that is copy check. When you will click on it, then this submission will be done for those chapters which are already checked on a particular date. And remember this, you can also, when you will log in to your web portal through laptop or desktop, so when you will click on the enter button, it will be done. There's no need to go and check on the copy check button. Okay. So one thing I would like to tell you that when you are updating your previous chapter's copy check status, just do like this only. Just select the date, mark as final date, and just input your data. Now coming to that one means how to check, how to go with, you can say, let me open it again. For the future chapters, it's working quite slow. So I have made a demo chapter for that, and just watch this video very carefully. Now this part. Okay, I've made this demo chapter, as you can see, demo chapter. Okay. Now I will mark it complete. For example, I've completed this chapter today. I will mark it complete. Okay. Then it will show, demo chapter will be shown as completed. Now I will click on the copy button. Okay. Now I will see this box again, the date button. Now what has happened, see this, if you are collecting the copies on one date, and that is the final date, okay, so just select that date, for example 3rd, and mark it as final date. Okay, mark it as that final date. Now what will happen after marking as final date, when you will mark check for those students, those who have submitted the copies and you have submitted from your side. Now after this date, whoever will be there and who have not submitted and you are checking after the final date, it will automatically will be considered as late. Okay, let us see that. For example, I'm collecting this copy and in 4 parts. On 3rd of May, I have collected, and you don't want this to be final date. You are collecting in 4 parts or 5 parts or 6 parts, whatever means in two, you can say times or 3 times. So the first date you will select and you will you will not mark it as final date and just check it. Means on the first date you check this one, you check this copy, you check this copy. For example, for a single chapter you collected only 10 copies. Okay, you just go through this, you have checked these copies. Okay, after that just mark it copy check. Okay, now what is going to happen, see, those students whose copies were checked on 3rd of May, it will be visible. Say this, it will be visible, means they submitted the copies and it was checked on 3rd of May, as you can see here. And those who have not submitted, the cross will be shown. Okay, or you have not taken, the cross will be shown. Okay, after that, what is going to happen? Now you collected on 5th of May, for example, the copies. And this is also not the final date. And you collected the copies. And for example, Afira's work means that was not, you can say, completed, and you collected second time. So just mark her. Okay. After that, those who have submitted on that day, just mark them. For example, they submitted on 5th of May, they submitted on 5th of May, they submitted on 5th of May. Okay, they submitted. Okay, submitted on 5th of May. These students submitted on 5th of May. Okay. Now mark copy check. Okay. Now what is going to happen? See. Now see this. Now Afira's copy was checked on 3rd of May and 5th of May, both. So both dates will be visible. In the similar way, means Afifa's copies was not checked on 5th of May. So it will be shown cross. Okay. And see, those copies which were checked on 5th of May, they have not submitted on 3rd of May, it will be marked on 5th of May. Okay. In the similar way, it will go like this. Now, you have collected the copy for the same chapter again, and for example, on 7th of May, and this was your final date. You have said that after this date, I will not check any copy. So just mark it final. Mark it final. And after that, in final date, what you are going to do? Means those students who have submitted the copies, like Afira's work was completed, even the previous one, means Afira submitted on 3rd of May also, 5th May also. Okay, so on the final date, you have to check Afira. You have to check Afira because now the app will consider this as a final output. That doesn't mean, okay, her copy was completed, it was checked on 3rd of May, but you have not selected that date as a final date. So when you will select the final date, so on the final date, all those copies which were checked, even 2 days back, okay, or 3 days back, you have to mark them again, check, like this. Okay, check. Those who have submitted on the previous dates also, and those who have submitted on 7th of May, you will mark it like this, because you will see here, you can see that they have completed the work and the copies are checked. So it will be easier to trace. Okay, now see. Now these, for example, Khadija, she has not submitted not on 3rd of May nor 5th of May. Now she has submitted on 7th of May. So you will mark it and you will mark it. And after this, rest of the student didn't submit, but you have marked it as a final date. See what will be the result. See this. Now all those students whose copies were collected and checked and it was marked on 7th of May, all those students' name will be downwards. Means they all will be on downside, as you can see here, as you can see here. So here you can see this star will show you that this is the final date. So Afira submitted on 3rd of May, 5th of May, 7th of May. Okay. And Afifa submitted on 3rd of May and 7th of May. That is the final date. Means this date now computer will take. Means here you have collected the copies 3 times. Okay. That doesn't mean, okay, on 5th of May she didn't submit it. That doesn't mean that you can say her work was not completed, but it will take that date also. And this 7th May date will be considered as the final one. Okay. And all those students who have not submitted the copies, they will be shown on the top of the list. Okay. Now what's going to happen? Means they have not submitted. Now they have submitted after 4 days. Okay. Now you can do after 4 days. For example, on 10th, they have submitted. Now when you will mark it on 10th, these 3 students submitted. Now they realize that they have to submit the copies. These 3 students submitted. Okay. Just mark it and go for the copy check button. Copy check button. Say this. So what's going to means what you will see? Yeah, say this. Now it will appear that on 10th of May they have submitted. Means this is late, and for these students this will be considered as final date. See, this is late. Okay, this is late. So this student will be marked as late. Means it will be shown that on 3rd of May they didn't submit, 5th of May, and they have submitted on 10th of May. That is late. Okay. And other students, means for example, out of these students, now these one. Okay. Means on 10th of May they didn't submit. Now again they submitted what? Means on, for example, on 12th of May. 12th of May, 2 more students submitted. You the copies. Just mark their name like Sumayya and, for example, Swan. Okay. Then click on the copy check. Now for these students, what is going to happen? See the check, and for Sumayya, let us see Sumayya. Now it will go down. Yeah. Yeah, see Sumayya. Now it is means she submitted on 12th of May, and this will be considered as late. Okay. And this all box will disappear when all the copies are checked, and it will be visible here in our, you can say, chapter section. See this. Now it is visible that 17 out of 30 copies are checked. And when 30 out of 30 copies will be checked, automatically this box, as you can see here, this box, it will vanish. It will not be here. Okay, because all 30 copies are checked now. Okay. So in this way, you can add your data of copy check of those chapters which were already checked, and of those chapters which we are going to teach now. So both the parts I have discussed. I hope that this video will help you all, inshallah. And on Friday, inshallah, when we will be coming after Eid, then we will discuss this thing again in the, you can say, physically in the meeting, inshallah. And obviously, I have made this video because I thought that we have got 3 days holiday. So in that, we will do some work. We'll go with that, and inshallah, we'll do it. Okay? Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.